AFC Championship game while we can. The Patriots defense key in this one. It did help that Vrabel's company was playing a quarterback in Jarrett Stidham, who'd not thrown a pass in a game in 749 days. And here with the Broncos up 7-0, Stidham got rid of it and nearly throws the pick. Craig Woodson. Broncos went scoreless the rest of the second quarter after taking that early 7-0 lead. Now in the fourth, 5 minutes to play. The Broncos now trail 10-7. Out there to attempt the field goal in less than desirable conditions, says everyone in the country, and also Will Lutz. Misses it. Ball maybe tipped potentially there. Yes, Leonard Taylor looked like he got his fingertips on it. Here's what Taylor had to say about the Patriots defense.
He just lined up and just knocked the man in front of us over. That's pretty much it. Just take his face off for real. Made the big plays.
Sean Payton obviously wasn't thrilled with what he was seeing.
Take his face off? Is that what he said?
No, I mean, sometimes you say things that you don't necessarily mean.
All right.
3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Again, it's Stidham trying to launch this one upfield to Marvin Mims, and that's not who has it. It is Christian Gonzalez there for the INT. The Broncos in their last 10 drives, 0 points, 2.4 yards per play, and 2 turnovers. Also, Gonzalez got burned a couple of times earlier in this game, but came up clutch there. And then on the next drive, all they need is 1 first down. And on a Patriots 3rd and 5, give it to the man who's been so good for you all season. I do it myself, a little Drake Maye toddler style. Seal the game. Patriots going to the championship again. That's another Super Bowl appearance for them. 10-7 over the Broncos.
Particularly today, to punch your ticket to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why you have to do this. You have to believe things sometimes before you can see them. And you have to believe that what you're doing is the right thing. And if it's not, you have to recognize it and make adjustments and changes to the program and everything else. And, we got a great group of guys, and they continue to, again, believe in the things that we did, and they formed and created an identity, and they try to protect it. And then today was just another example of, as things kind of change and unfold, our ability to adjust. And, Josh and Zach and Jeremy did a great job leading their units, and the players executed when they had to. And I know that there's going to be a lot of questions about this and that and the other thing, and we did enough to win the football game in tough conditions. And when we got that field goal, the defense, and talking to them, and I said if they don't score, then it's going to be hard for them to win the football game, obviously. And we took care of the ball, and then the 5-minute drive, we were able to run it just enough, and then came up with a big call there at the end of the game to seal it.
Mike, how much is this a kind of game of adjustments? Your quarterback using his legs, instead of his arm in critical situations.
Yeah, and that's a great thing about Drake, and the ability to extend plays, and if it's not there, gain chunks, and he's done that most of the year. And again, we'll have to get a lot of things corrected, and we'll have to play our best football game in 2 weeks if we want to finish champions.
Gonzalez obviously gets beat on that early pass there, and then he seals the game.
Yeah.
What does that say about it?
It just says that he's been playing really, really good football, and sometimes you get beat, the best ones do. And again, I really just about 6 or 8 weeks ago, I can't remember when, but I saw a different Gonzo. I saw just something went off and it changed, and maybe the Ravens game or something. I noticed just a different player and a different person, and he's so talented, and I appreciate every one of them, and he can certainly be elite. And your best players have to make those types of plays in championship games.
Mike, the timing of the guys you bring off the practice squad, Taylor coming in and blocking that kick. Did you even know that kick was blocked by him?
I did not. Lenny T, revenge game, week 5. We just keep making this. Will be next week. Or 2 weeks. It'll be revenge game, week 6. So Clint McMillan does a great job of getting those guys ready to go, and each and every one of them has made plays to help us win, and they'll have to continue to do that.
Congratulations.
Thank you, so.
But I wanted to ask just about this team. You've had a close team from the start. What was it like when the clock hit 0 and, you knew that you were going to the Super Bowl with this group of guys that you put together?
It just, it's a group effort. It just wasn't me. And again, I stand up in front of you guys, and I am thankful of the people that are around us in that building and our program. And you have to come together, and you have to do what's best for the team, and from a personnel standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, and from the players. And you get everybody to believe in something and buy in. And again, that doesn't come without adversity. You have to have adversity. But I do this for the players. I've been in their position. I've been there, and it's amazing. And I want other people to feel that feeling. And it's for our families who make a lot of sacrifices, and the excitement and the joy that they have. Trust me, I'm fine. Like I'll be okay. I do this for the players to be able to experience this with their families, and our coaches to be able to experience it with their families.
How bad like this might get as the second half went along? How bad did it get? And at what point did you realize it was going to be that kind of game? And what if anything?
Well, I would say halfway through the third quarter. I think when we got that field goal, and again, wished it would have been able to be a touchdown, but it wasn't. And then, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And our defense was playing really good, and we were able to do just enough offensively to give them a break. And even kicking the football and the operation, and that stuff is things that you can't really replicate back home.
To tell your players the elements being as bad as they were, do they understand that, or is there something specific you had to say to them during the game to make sure they kept that focus?
Well, I think that we're continuing to talk to them about the cleats and the ball security, and you saw Ramondre slip, and it's just a reminder that one play could make the difference. And then he came back and ran really well, and about just taking care of the football and calling a game that doesn't put the ball in harm's way. And we forced them, and again, defensively we adjusted. They threw some things out there, we were all over it, and you saw when they had to throw the football that it wasn't that easy.
Two critical plays, the 4th and 1 play when they were up 7-0, and also the Christian Ellis backwards pass. It seemed like you guys were all over both plays.
Yeah, and Ellis continues to make plays. We talk about it just takes one play. And whether that's Marcus Jones last week, Christian Ellis, which it would have been a touchdown, they blew it way too late, blew the whistle, and I guess the call, but for print purposes, just put the whistle in there. See what I did there? And then, the 4th just being, just coming up huge stops, and then our ability to get the little bit of yards that we needed in critical situations.
Guys, 2 more questions. Locker room's open.
Adam was up on the stage, obviously a former teammate of yours, and just with that moment from you.
Well, again, I think that the position that I'm in, I've been able to see a lot of former teammates and guys that wanted to come back and be around. And saw Tom Ashworth last night, a local resident, and having Adam here and seeing him before the game, and Val, and he was probably licking his chops. Those conditions probably looked pretty good to Adam to go kick field goals in.
How would you define this group? What is this group as you head to the Super Bowl? How would you define them?
They're fun to coach. They're entertaining. We get another week for Will's weekend update. So they've been resilient. They've been very coachable. There's a lot of connectivity in them, and I appreciate what they do. Thanks, guys.
You heard for every one of those players in that locker room. You don't know how a game's going to unfold, and then how it began to unfold. I liked early on the way I felt like most of the first half we played on their side of the field. We didn't score enough points offensively or capitalize on that field position. The turnovers hurt us, and you know, we had our opportunities, but starts with the head coach, rest of our staff. Tip our hats to New England. It was a hard-fought game. I thought defensively, like you don't know that it's going to be like this 3-point game, but it became apparent that with each possession, a field goal, that type of thing was going to be real important. We weren't able to get it done, and it's tough, especially in this game. Any questions?
Sean, you mentioned the field goal. What was the decision making on the 4th and 1 early in the second quarter to go for it?
Yeah, I just felt like, man, we had momentum to get up 14. I felt like we had a good call. And where were we at yard line wise there? Yeah, I think the feeling was, man, let's be aggressive. You know, to get up 14. I was just watching the way our defense was playing, and you know, look, the turnover on our end resulting in a touchdown, and outside of that, man, I thought we did a good job in containing them. There'll be a number of things when we watch the tape I'll look at and you know, critique and pay close attention to, but it was a hard-fought game, and we didn't do enough to win it.
Coach, to your left, how much did the weather in the second half really impact the offensive play calling and Jarrett Stidham?
I think it's more the ball. We had a little bit of the breeze, so we decided in the third quarter, they're getting the ball, so we decided to go into the win in the third quarter. But it picked up. You know, look, I know we talked a lot about footing, ball security, like, you know, as the conditions change.